Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Churrasco in Brazil, a celebration of fire, flavor and culture. What's the secret behind Brazil's love affair with churrasco? This iconic barbecue isn't just about cooking meat, it's a cultural tradition that brings people together. From its roots in the southern plains of Brazil to its worldwide fame, churrasco represents community, flavor, and the joy of sharing a meal. Food lovers everywhere are drawn to its bold flavors, simplicity, and the unique experience it offers. If you've ever wondered why this style of barbecue stands out, you're about to discover what makes it so special. The origins of churrasco. Churrasco isn't just a way of cooking, it's a tradition deeply rooted in history. To truly understand its importance in Brazil, we need to look back at its humble beginnings. The story of churrasco starts with the gauchos, the skilled horsemen of South America's Pampas region, and evolves into something much more than just a technique for grilling meat. The gauchos and their traditions. The origins of churrasco connect directly to the gauchos, the cowboys of southern Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. These rugged, hard-working individuals lived in the fertile grasslands of the Pampas, where cattle ranching thrived. The gauchos were known for their resourcefulness, and their way of preparing food exemplified that practical spirit. Using little more than a wooden stake, chunks of beef, and an open flame, gauchos mastered the art of cooking meat outdoors. They'd skewer cuts of beef on long spits and place them over glowing coals, letting the natural flavors shine through. This rustic method wasn't about fancy marinades or elaborate preparation. Instead, it reflected a commitment to simplicity, letting the quality of the meat and the smoke work together to create something special. The gaucho way of life revolved around community, and their meals reflected that too. After a long day of herding cattle, they would gather around the fire, share stories, and enjoy the fruits of their labor. This communal approach to eating laid the groundwork for what churrasco would later become in Brazil, a celebration of friendship and togetherness. Churrasco and Brazilian identity. Over time, churrasco became more than just a cooking method. It grew into a cultural symbol, embodying the warmth and hospitality Brazilians are known for. This style of barbecue began in southern Brazil, particularly in Rio Grande do Sul, the region most influenced by gaucho traditions. As settlers and locals embraced the gaucho lifestyle, churrasco quickly became a centerpiece of Brazilian culture. Part of its magic lies in its connection to the spirit of fazer festa, the Brazilian idea of creating a celebration out of food and fellowship. Whether it's a birthday, a holiday, or just a weekend family gathering, Brazilians have a knack for turning a simple meal into a festive occasion. Churrasco plays the starring role in these events, bringing people together around a sizzling grill. The tradition also reflects Brazil's diversity. While the gaucho style favors beef, churrasco in other regions celebrates a wide variety of meats, from pork ribs to chicken hearts. The inclusion of savory sides like farofa, toasted cassava flour, and vinaigrette, Brazilian salsa, adds unique flavors that make churrasco unmistakably Brazilian. Today, churrascarias, restaurants specializing in this style of barbecue, are a global phenomenon, but they remain a cherished part of Brazilian identity. The origins go beyond the food itself. They're about connection, generosity, and the joy of sharing life's simple pleasures. It's not just a meal, it's a cultural experience that Brazilians proudly carry with them wherever they go. How churrasco is prepared. Churrasco is a celebration of meat, flames, and communal dining. Understanding how it's prepared reveals the heart of this Brazilian tradition. The process involves a few key methods and ingredients that come together to create a flavorful experience. The open flame cooking method. At the core of churrasco is the open flame. Grilling meat over an open flame is not just technique, it's a ritual. The gauchos often use large skewers, known as a stew, which they place over hot coals. This method allows the fat to render slowly, infusing the meat with flavor. The equipment can be simple or elaborate depending on the setting. A traditional grill, known as churrasquera, might consist of a simple structure made of bricks and grates. In more upscale restaurants, rotisserie setups can cook multiple cuts at once, providing a unique spectacle for diners. Here are some essential tools used in the process. Skewers, long metal or wooden skewers for holding the meat. Grill, the basic grill or more sophisticated churrasquera. Coal, quality charcoal or wood for generating the right heat and smoke. The key to mastering this method is patience. The meat is often cooked slowly, allowing it to absorb the smoke flavor while developing a beautiful crust. Some grillers use a technique called rodizio, where different types of meat are served continuously until the guests say stop. It's an interactive way to enjoy the feast. Cuts of meat used in churrasco. Meat selection is crucial when it comes to churrasco. Some cuts stand out for their taste and tenderness, making them favorites among enthusiasts. Here are some of the most common cuts. Picanha, often considered the star cut in churrasco, it comes from the top of the sirloin. It has a rich flavor and a thick layer of fat that enhances its juiciness when grilled. Costilla, this is the beef rib, known for its rich, meaty flavor. Cooking costilla is a slow process, allowing the fat to melt and the meat to become tender. Fraldina, also known as flank steak, this cut is lean yet flavorful. It's often marinated and grilled quickly for a great texture. Linguiça, Brazilian sausage, typically seasoned and smoked, providing a burst of flavor that complements the beef. Each cut has its own unique taste and texture, contributing to the overall diversity of flavors on the grill. The combination of different meats keeps diners engaged and wanting more. Seasoning and marinades. Authentic churrasco is all about highlighting the natural flavors of the meat. Traditionally, minimal seasoning is used. Simple coarse salt is often the only condiment for the meat, allowing the quality of the meat to shine through. Some might use a mix of garlic and herbs, but these additions are light. A common practice is to let the meat sit with salt for a while before grilling. This draws out some moisture, which helps create a crust when the meat hits the grill. It's essential not to overdo the seasoning. The goal is to enhance, not mask, the meat's flavor. Although marinades aren't typical, some grillers might opt for a short soak in a light vinegar or citrus-based mixture. This technique can add a subtle depth to cuts of meat while still keeping the focus on the natural taste. Churrasco is a beautiful representation of how simplicity can create extraordinary results. It's about respecting the ingredients and enjoying the art of cooking. That's a wrap for part 1. We hope you enjoyed learning about the heart of Brazilian barbecue. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore even more about the different cuts and flavors that make churrasco truly unforgettable. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.